Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Let's Play the Grand County of Stirland, my Medieval 2 Call of Warhammer campaign. When I left off last time, we had a bit of a triumph. We captured Wolfspotch from the Beastmen, and there's still have another army within here that's going to be dealt with at one time or never. That cannot be soon though, because we're facing a crisis within our county. We have our count is under siege within what should be our capital in the northern part by the Sylvanian vampire counts, and we just don't have an army to reinforce there without sacrificing the defense of our towns. So we might just end up doing a well, we're going to do the battle anyway, but we might end up losing it and just hopefully cause enough casualties to make him sit there for a bit and get rid of him. Okay. I keep clicking on him by accident. What actually... The more I think about it, the more I think we might be able to afford yeah, I think I might just put together a relief army to send north, led by Wolfgang.
The Empire will prevail! Victory or death! The faithful shall prosper.
I'll lead the crossbow here and just take the river patrol, and
Remember your training!
they shall head north, right to the edge of the city, so they should be able to reinforce when they attack, which I believe they will attack next turn.
Defeat
And
is impossible!
put a watchtower here. That's unfortunate he won't be able to make it back within one turn, but he shouldn't be ambushed by them. Vampire... honorable vampire count. That's not something you see every day. That's not something I wanted to see either. I didn't... I wanted the Sylvanians to try and take that, so they would take the losses. Now my ally Ostermark's gonna take that city. I don't even know if they're gonna provide like any sort of distraction for the Sylvanians either. Well, we'll just see how it works out. Just want to make sure I have all my cities building what they can. Any sort of units that need to be built can be built. And yeah, that so ends this turn. That is not good. Ooh, not good at all. No, I would not be able to hold out against that if they attacked me. I'm gonna have to run from that.
The weapon is useless! I shall make a stand here.
And he's just gonna have to run out of there anyway. There's no way he'd be able to stand up to a full army by himself. No way in hell. Now, defending the old Medieval 2 games is when you have no movement points left, and in this case I have a general. He will take damage, but if I hit automatic resolve, he will not be killed. At least that's what I remember. If it changed, then I'm going to be a bit saddened by that. But let's just see what happens. Clear defeat, yeah. Might as well. And yeah, he gets put back into the city. That's good. This is not the sort of scenario I wanted to be stuck in. The reinforcement army was driven away, so now this battle's gonna be even more tough to get through. The good news is that most of their melee troops don't have very high... Oh wait. Those guys are archers in this sort of game, so they will be able to... Well, firearms according to there, but they will be able to destroy my troops from afar, even if they're on walls. So this is going to be... This is going to be very difficult. Well, let's do it.
The enemy will pay with their blood!
Greenskins. Thought I smelled something foul. It's interesting to note that for a very savage-like faction, they have a lot of uniformity within some of their equipment, at least at first glance.
Units, await my command.
So the only armor we have to worry about is the one with the siege equipment. I'm pretty sure this army does not have catapults of its own. I'm still only going to worry about the army with the siege equipment, just because it's going to take those guys a bit of time to get through, whereas these guys it's going to be a lot quicker. My only hope is that we have ballista towers within these fortifications that might help out. The halberdiers will hold the gate just in case they break through. Spearmen will probably just hold the center, just in case something bad happens on the other flank. Though I do doubt that anything would happen. And let's go. Let's take a look at some of these units. We're gonna have to watch out for pretty much anything but the default skeleton warriors, because they're all very powerful units, and they have very high hit points. If I was playing as Slovenia, it would be made up by the how expensive they are. But since the AI controls them, they don't have to pay as much or near anything in the way of upkeep. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. As you can see here, the vampires themselves are trying to climb up the walls. Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult battle. I don't even think we're causing that much in the way of casualties towards them. Like, we've killed 3 of these guys in the time it took them to get to the wall carrying that siege tower. So it'd be, like, I do not have high hopes for this battle. It's always difficult to see in games when you're just pretty much getting destroyed and there's nothing you can do. I guess just go for different units that you can properly hit. I have to admit though, they do look pretty nice. All these skeletal warriors. And here comes the blood dragons. They're gonna make a mess of everything. I'm just probably gonna just pull the spearmen up. Looks like they're not doing anything on this side. Are they just sending reinforcements for the most part? Yeah. It would be bad if it broke through the wall on this side, but then again, I don't know if we're gonna be able to win anyway. Simply because we're outnumbered and outclassed by their unit. Let's just hold as close to the gate as possible. Don't allow them in. Let's see what happens. First contact. Now the good thing is that these halberdiers, they've been upgraded with like improved weapons and improved armor, so they should be a bit more effective than what we saw in that last battle against the rebels. At least that's my hope, because if they're not, this is gonna be over real quick. Just get there as soon as possible. We need as many men. We just need bodies holding the line, pretty much. Otherwise, we just get swarmed. Like, even you can see like they're just starting to break through just because there's so many of them just clipping and pushing my guys back. And like they're just dropping because of that fact. Now unfortunately my spearmen don't have armor, so they will not last as long as some of my average troops. And it looks like we got some basically ghosts with swords climbing up. Wonderful. Oh. My goodness. My halberdiers are pretty much gone within that one sort of charge, initial charge of the enemy. Or initial swarm, I should say. Yeah. It's unfortunate we're going to be losing our faction leader so quickly into the campaign. Well, that's a bit pessimistic. We might not lose this battle, but this is going to be tough to recover from, because this was our principal armor factory. The only good news is we have another army far to the south that's holding on to our our actual capital. Just engage in melee. I think there's nothing else we can really do. Is Oath of Allegiance not working, or did I already use it? I already used it, okay. These Blood Dragonites are pretty powerful troops. Any sort of damage we can cause to them would be helpful. Oh yeah, the principal reason why Sylvanians are so tough, like the vampire counts in general are so tough, is because most of their units are unbreakable. They have pretty much full morale. It's impossible to make them rout from the battlefield. Which is, same with the Minotaurs, a nice sort of thing war-wise, but it's very annoying if you're trying to contest them within a battle, and you can't even you do anything morale-wise to them. Let's see what the wall's doing on this side. Uh-oh. Well, our doom is pretty much sealed with that, like with the wall falling down and disappearing into another dimension for a little bit. They're gonna just rush behind us. Hopefully we'll be able to hold them. Not hold them. Hopefully they'll be able to take their time long enough so we can actually deal some more damage over here. There goes our faction leader. Dead. And my troops are routed. Yep. It was the fin that broke them. The only good news is we did cause more casualties than what we lost, so that's something at least. It's the sort of thing in battles like that, you realize how difficult the rest of the campaign is going to be if every battle that we fight is going to be very similar to that, where we're outnumbered, outclassed, and frankly I could have placed my guys in better locations. Now normally, under normal circumstances, I would normally accept a ransom for my troops to get them back. Unfortunately, since they were part of the troops that were in the garrison, they will not actually appear, so you just pretty much lose the money. So there's nothing I can do. Let's see what... Okay, good. It's only one army, so I might be able to handle it this time. If not, then that kind of is the last good hope we have. They have catapults, guards. Good news is they don't have very much in the way of cavalry. They have two units. They have Vetelish and the Blood Dragon Knights, and the rest are pretty much going to be easy to deal with just simple troops. The mighty strength of the Wa was enough so that they had to get sergeants to issue orders while defending major imperial cities, because all the other guys were dead. Now, earlier in the campaign, you guys have seen the Raven's Guard, or the Raven, Night Raven, their bodyguard. This is the Great Sword's bodyguard. They are not nearly as powerful, but they are still really good units in comparison to, say, the Swordsmen, simply because they start with better armor, they have a higher attack. They are a lot more expensive in upkeep. About 100 more expensive, and that's just like, that's for the bodyguard too, which have lessened expenses compared to, say, the default troops. The great swords, not the, like, actual default troops. And these are some halberdiers that they can't really form into... they can't form into spear wall, so it's going to be interesting trying to use them pretty much like Nevercroop swordsmen. So since we were attacked, the AI will go after us. So my goal is to try and find some open... ground that we can possibly hold AI off at. And I think this might be it, actually. This is pretty good. Actually, you know what? Over here is better. We have command and presence, and it's much more open, so I can issue better orders. More concrete, I should say. And the interesting thing about these Hellhuntins Redeemers is that they are, each like regiment is led by a warrior priest of Sigmar and its captain, so these are these are two powerful, I guess, subunits of this regiment, so they will help out a little bit. Plus they get their own little banner, that's pretty cool. Looks like they're on their way. Now, the principal issue of having Great Sword's bodyguard over, say, the Raven Knights is that we don't have any troops that can quickly go and handle their catapults, so we will be attacked and take losses from their... Like, they have much bigger range than any of my troops, so we will take losses. Drummer. It's useful being able to see what the enemy is doing on walking through the woods instead of, like, you know, in the more recent games, Rome 2, where they're stealthed or hidden when they're walking in tree lines. In this game, unless they're standing still, you can pretty much see them all the time. And their general is here, and he has some... They are not uber powerful. I think they're weaker than the Blood Dragons, but they're still decently strong cavalry. And then, of course, the catapults. I was gonna say ballista, but no, that's the wrong unit. Just reform the line a little bit, make it more adjusted for the way they're going to be coming up the hill. And I didn't focus on it very much within the last battle, but the halberdiers I had within that battle, they had armor upgrades, and those armor upgrades are pretty much a godsend to halberdiers, because otherwise they do suffer from very low health, so they will get just slaughtered by any sort of attack. Whereas if they had more armor, they can hold a line very well, much better than they can now. Looks like we're starting to fire. I'm just so happy that these river patrol can do so much damage. Otherwise, this campaign would be very difficult to achieve. Are those guys within range? I might just get my guys ahead of my lines just to get rid of those catapults, because those are going to be the most annoying units on this battlefield behind the blood dragons. It's also interesting. Their catapults, they have a scare sort of bonus to them, and they shoot these flaming skulls that explode on impact. So it's a rather interesting mechanic, I think. So you see giant skulls that are launched and explosions. And I'm guessing a morale debuff. But yeah, they're already shaken. They've taken basically no losses. Where did they go? Where did they go? Here. As long as we kill a couple of them, we just want to make sure they can't man all the equipment. It sounds so cool, but it's so bad for my troops. Caught between loving it and hating it. So it looks like we've already disabled one of the catapults. Maybe. Which would be nice. Okay, yeah, I should need to pull back. I think we might actually lose the archers because of my actions there. Which would suck a lot. Yeah, just keep running. They're gonna take losses. And there goes the Screaming Skulls into my troops. Wonderful. I just hope that the Hellbeaters can deal with these guys because they didn't get a good flank charge, or he just bit you. He just took a direct hit from a explosion. This does not bode well. What? Oh, dismounted blood dragons. What sucks? I guess this is why I should pay more attention, or else stuff like this happens. There goes the timer, but we're gonna finish this battle and I'm gonna wrap it up. Just attack, charge forward. Oh my god. Yeah. If I'm gonna do any successful campaigns against the Sylvanians, and if they have any of the Screaming Skulls, I'm definitely gonna need some cavalry to deal with them. Or else I'm just gonna continue to lose battles. 105 men broke without giving any sort of fight. And there goes my halberdiers. And my halberdiers are gonna get, I think they're gonna get killed, pretty much. I guess if you can take out most of the enemy, or some of the enemy, it would be well worth it. Kind of annoying they won't actually form up to attack the blood dragons there. I guess just turn around, because you're not doing very much anyway. The good news, if you can call it good news, is that it looks like some of my troops will be getting away. Maybe. I think there's nothing much more I can really do because they've already charged all the cavalry in. It's just a matter of waiting now. I think I'm just going to speed it up. Oh, there goes most of my army, except for the Redeemers and my general's bodyguard. I'm probably going to lose my general off of this. Halberdiers. What? What's going on here? It's so weird. They get pretty much slaughtered, and like the skeletons, I mean, and they don't flee, which is good. I remember them having much more health though. Maybe it was just a fluke of mine. And the general's bodyguard gets destroyed. Much worse battle than last time. I really need to try to focus on getting my armor upgrades and weapon upgrades for my units, or else I'm not going to survive very long. And with the loss of my capital, or would-be capital, work bad, I might not even survive at all. I just need those troops out of there, get to a good city with a weaponsmith, with the armor smith, and hopefully we'll be able to survive.
I shall make a stand here.
It's always weird. You think you would be able to survive something as easy against the undead, but they end up being so difficult because of... Wow. That's actually most surprising news, I think. Vampires releasing prisoners. Who's our new faction leader? It's Count Henry. Good job, Henry. Let's see what you're made of. Hopefully, you can do this. Got a nice sword. Army retreated to here. No troop production. Do we have any... We have nothing here that can... Well, we don't have a weapon ship, or weapon shop, or even a lever tanner. This is quite troublesome.
I would not spend eternity with you.
So we got... I'm going to assume his bodyguard is comprised of great swords. So we got great swords, halberdiers, and archers. Hopefully pretty good archers, because they cost a lot. About 1,000 to recruit. And... not going to spend any money there just yet. Gonna try and build up some of the troop production in the places I just captured. Hopefully we'll be able to survive this. Oh, that's a good event. That gives you lots of trade income. Unfortunately, our primary trade area has been captured. So yeah. Leave a like, comment, and please, any comments about how I could survive this, or even just encouragement would be greatly appreciated. And I shall catch you guys in the next episode.